Hi.
You go.
Session, what more can I tell you?
Hi everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Sasha, and this is my daughter, Arella, who is 2 years old. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about different ways to grow as a content creator. A lot of people recently have been asking me, how'd you get so many subscribers? How are you getting to work with different brands? And I'm here today to answer those questions. So there's a few different steps that I follow regularly, and I try to be really consistent with it. So if you guys are interested in that, then continue watching. Starting with...
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. We're not even done yet. We didn't start. Starting with number one, this is consistency. So you can't start something and then the second weekend say, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. You gotta keep on going, and there will be a lot of times where you don't see a lot of viewers or growth or interactions, and it's okay because there's times where people are really on the internet, and then you have to take in social factors like places opening up and people now being out there and busy and not watching as much. So just being consistent and sticking to your schedule. You don't want to start something and then the second Monday in you stop doing it. That's just a lack of consistency, and you get people excited for something, they end up looking forward to it. So that's a great thing, is being consistent. Another thing is engaging with your audience. So always making sure to talk to your people, keep in contact, and just be genuine about it. Like, don't talk to people just to be in contact, but making friends and networking and actually talking to them and building friendships. It's really great for you to get natural viewers and people coming back to your channel. They end up liking you, and they actually come to your channel to look for you. And that's the best thing that I can say, is making sure to build those networks and relationships and actually just building those friendships, so then people will want to come back. Third thing is being interesting and unique. So that's a really, really big thing, having your own unique content and being funny, being interesting, and trying not to copy others. It's a really big thing to be, your own person and just doing things fresh, differently. There's a lot of things on the internet that people have seen already and they don't want to see it again. Another tip that I have is being passionate about what you're talking about. So making sure that the topic that you're talking about and sharing about is something that you have knowledge on and you actually care about it. So when you're posting about it, you know that, okay, this person actually put their thought and consideration into it, and you can see where someone is doing something because they love it, and when they're doing something because they just want to be doing it, or because others are doing it, or they're just following a trend. It's really great to see new, refreshing content and things in a different light and way. So just being knowledgeable and knowing what you're talking about and then being passionate about it, you can see that there is a lot of personality in their work rather than just straight boring stuff. So yeah, that's another great thing. A great tip for branding and working with different companies is reaching out to them. So sometimes companies might not notice you yet because you're small and you're starting up, and so sending out a well thought out email and telling them why you would work well with their brand and what you stand for. A lot of the times they will be really interested and they want to work with you. So rather than waiting for people to reach out to you, it's great for you to reach out to others. And I personally took the time to write up emails and search brands that are similar to what I'm interested in and send them my Instagram page and YouTube channel, and they check it out and they'd be like, yeah, like, we really want to work with you. A lot of other times, because you're posting things that you're passionate about. So for example, I love talking about skincare because I'm obsessed with finding the best skincare and things that work for me because I've struggled with it forever and it's come a long way. So a lot of skincare brands can see that, okay, yeah, like, she's really interested in that and she's good at talking about it, so they'll reach out to you. And I find that it's really great to branch out and do different things. So a lot of the times people tell you to stick to a niche and find something that works for you, but it's great to share different things. You can find a lot of different viewers, and then people just realize that they like you and they'll come to your page all the time. A lot of other times you'll find that the most random person will watch your stuff, and just because they're interested in your vibe and what you're talking about or how you talk about it, they'll just keep coming back. So I have a lot of different gamer people that come onto my channel, and I really don't talk about stuff like that, but I have a lot of them talking about how I am as a parent and getting messages and stuff. So that's interesting, and it's great to know that other people are out there. When I post recipes and stuff, there's different foodies that come onto my page and realize, oh, she posts other things that I'm interested about, and they'll subscribe and they'll come back. And I think a lot of the times finding subscribers to come to your page is just by being consistent, being interesting, and sharing your stuff. It takes a lot of work, and it's a little bit embarrassing sometimes starting off on your own social media, and then your family and friends are kind of seeing you really go out there and share everything, and then sometimes you might not see results right away, and then you think like, oh man, they're judging you for being out there and trying all these things. But it's okay, you just keep going, and then eventually like you build. I started off at like 100 subscribers. I was trying to get to 100 by my birthday, and that was January 6th, and I just kept going. You tell people there's a goal that you want to reach, and every time I mentioned in my videos that I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers, people kept subscribing, and then like it was building like nonstop. Another great thing for building, I personally think, is giveaways. So for example, on Instagram, this has helped me build my following a lot, and a lot of the times people are interested in that product that you're giving away, and you try to do things that are similar to your brand. So I started doing like skincare, motherhood essentials. Like right now I have a postpartum support belt going on, and then a whole face mask skincare set going on as a giveaway. So that's a great way to bring people in, and then they see other things on your page that they're interested in, and they just kind of end up talking to you. Sometimes you guys might end up exchanging messages back and forth, and that's just a great way to build like interactions. And yeah, like a lot of the times people like seeing how I parent my daughter and how I manage as a mom on my own. So I think that's another thing, like just having something that's unique to you and different. So, and having the essentials for filming, so making sure you have a good camera and always having good lighting, a good setup where you're sitting. I mean, like I just film straight in my room, so it's not that hard like to find an appropriate place for filming. And a lot of the times it's kind of difficult filming with my daughter, but just having like the right equipment, making sure your quality is good, and editing is another good thing to like be good at. So watching videos on how to edit, and I like using iMovie because I have a Apple, what's it called? Apple Air MacBook. So I have a MacBook and it comes with iMovie, and so I use that for editing, and I make sure to watch a lot of videos to get like the hang of editing and just a lot of behind the scenes stuff, so I know how to edit better. And it makes a huge difference because your videos do have a lot of pauses, breathing that like really loud, or just noises that you don't want in the video. So taking the time to edit it, and then certain effects like the zoom in or like pauses and cuts and just stuff like that, it makes the video a bit different. And then taking the time to actually add in different clips and sound effects, it just makes your video much more interesting rather than putting something boring out there. And another great thing I find is getting, you know, dressed up for your video. So making sure to look presentable and having like consistent posting. So before I never shared on Instagram, and just taking the time to actually be more active on there, sharing on my story, sharing on my page. So that requires getting dressed up and taking pictures and being more out there, but it is like a job in a way. So just keeping up with that and making sure your feed looks really nice and clear. And I mean, it's a lot of work for a theme. Like I hated that idea before, but it makes a big difference on how your page looks, and everything just looks so put together, and people like that. So I mean, it's pleasing to the eye, and I see why. Just making sure your posts are nice and clean, and yeah, also checking out your demographic. So checking when your audience is most active, where a lot of your viewers are from, and that's a great thing to know when to post. I found like my Sunday posting day wasn't working that well. I would get less viewers than the days that I do post now, and I post on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I think it makes a big difference in when you post and the times that you post as well. I think evenings are better because everyone's online in the evening time. During the day, a lot of people are at work or busy, and I mean, people are scrolling on their phone, but they don't have the time to be looking at it compared to like in the evening when they're chilling out on their phone. I just find it a lot better. So just checking the best time when your audience is most active and going based off that, it's a great, big, important thing. And yeah, that's everything that I can think of, my tips for building as a content creator and growing your audience, and just making sure to, yeah, just be consistent, engage with your audience, reach out to others, and make sure like you're not just waiting for opportunities to come to you, and eventually like things will keep going for you. Don't give up when you see slow periods, because a lot of the times, you know, things will go up and down, up and down. You get like one video that pops off and then another one that just doesn't do that great. It all depends. And a lot of the times they say to do videos based off the ones that do really well. And so I've tried that. It's something that I find a little boring sometimes because you might not be super interested in that one video that you had posted. It was one of your less exciting ones. And so yeah, I just find it's best to do like what's better for you and then see what works. And yeah, I mean, views are the most important thing, but I mean, also being genuine to your work and and making sure that it's something that you're happy that you're putting out. Like, you don't want to just be talking about things that you really don't care about, and people will be able to tell. They're just like, okay, she's not interested at all, and no. That's all the tips that I have, and I hope you guys find it helpful. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to message me on Instagram as well. I love meeting new people and starting new friendships and stuff, so yeah, definitely reach out and ask me any questions you have. I might not respond right away because I'm really bad at checking my messages and getting back to people really fast, but I do get back to you guys eventually. And a lot of people who already message me now, you guys know that, but yeah, it's just very busy life and trying to manage and balance everything. That's why post notifications again are so important to turn on, so turn yours on so that you know every time that I post. And that brings us to the end, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!